Welcome to Innovative Governance, a podcast that explores the intersection of technology, governance, and policymaking. This podcast is based on the book titled Artificial Intelligence in Legislative Services, Principles for Effective Implementation, an initiative by Bussola Tech. Today we dive into Chapter 4 of this fascinating book, Democratizing Access, Use, and Understanding of Artificial Intelligence in Parliaments, written by Prince M. Kenny, the Deputy Director, in charge of Parliamentary Innovation and System Support, Parliament of Sierra Leone. This is such an important conversation, especially as AI becomes increasingly central to how governments operate and serve their citizens. Absolutely. We're unpacking a detailed report on how AI can transform parliamentary systems and why democratizing this technology is critical. Let's start with the big picture. Why does AI matter for parliaments? Great question. AI holds enormous potential for governance. It can enhance decision-making, streamline administrative functions, and even improve public engagement. For example, Estonia's e-Estonia platform uses AI to analyze public sentiment on proposed legislation. Canada has implemented transparency-focused initiatives like the Digital Charter, and the UK is leveraging AI for legislative data analysis and accessibility through projects like its Parliamentary Digital Strategy. Those examples are inspiring, but they're exceptions rather than the rule, right? The report highlights that most legislative bodies struggle with AI integration. Exactly. The report emphasizes several barriers, like resource inequality, limited knowledge among lawmakers, and concerns around bias and transparency. AI's complexity can alienate people who aren't tech-savvy, creating a digital divide even within governments. That's why democratization, making AI tools, knowledge, and access available to everyone, is so crucial. Let's break that down. What does democratizing AI in parliaments actually look like? It's a multifaceted approach. First, you've got accessibility, ensuring lawmakers have the tools, infrastructure, and training to understand and use AI effectively. For instance, providing high-speed internet, user-friendly AI platforms, and education programs tailored to parliamentarians' needs. What about transparency? That seems like a cornerstone of this effort. Absolutely. Transparency means documenting how AI algorithms function, what data they use, and how they influence decisions. Parliaments could push for open-source AI tools or at least advocate for public audits of proprietary systems. Trust is key. And speaking of trust, what about ethical guidelines? AI in governance feels like a minefield of potential pitfalls. The report underscores the need for clear ethical frameworks. These would cover privacy, accountability, and mechanisms for addressing harm caused by AI decisions. Collaboration with ethicists, technologists, and civil society organizations is essential to get this right. Another principle that stood out to me was inclusivity, especially in data collection. Why is that so vital? Because biased data leads to biased outcomes. Inclusivity ensures that AI systems reflect the diverse needs of the population. Data should represent different genders, ethnicities, socioeconomic backgrounds, and geographic areas. Otherwise, AI could end up perpetuating inequalities. That's a great point. The report also stresses public engagement. How do we bring citizens into the AI conversation? Public forums, open data platforms, and feedback channels are key. For example, parliaments could use AI tools to gather citizen input on legislation through online platforms. This not only informs better policymaking, but also builds trust and inclusivity. Let's talk challenges. What are the big hurdles to democratizing AI in parliaments? Several come to mind. Technical complexity, resistance to change, resource constraints, and data privacy concerns. Overcoming these requires sustained investment, continuous education, and strong leadership. Before we wrap, what are your takeaways? How can parliaments lead responsibly in the age of AI? First, they need to prioritize education and training for lawmakers. Second, collaborate with experts to craft ethical guidelines and evaluation mechanisms. Finally, engage the public at every step. AI isn't just a tool for efficiency, it's an opportunity to make governance more inclusive, transparent, and accountable. Beautifully said. Thanks for listening to these insights, and thanks to Prince M. Kenny for sparking this important discussion. Listeners, let us know what you think. How can AI reshape governance where you live? Comment below this post. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged. Thanks for tuning in.